Hello everybody, J Studios here. I have to make a clear statement before we can begin. Me and Fazimitator, the YouTuber responsible for the videos I will be covering, makes in no way clear support of the actions done by the original creator, Squimpus McGrimpus, who is responsible for the original videos that these tapes are based on. This is simply created and covered for content and enjoyment. Thank you and enjoy.
Hey there, Buccaneers! The pirate course was beginning in about 3 sailor minutes. In your lingo, that would be 3 minutes. Shiver me timber!
Oh, I'm glad to see all of you wonderful people.
Viewing of this tape is prohibited. Discard it immediately. Viewing of this tape is prohibited. Discard it immediately. Viewing.
One main part in the Five Nights timeline that the fanbase knows very little about is the Fredbear's Family Diner phase. Well, many creators have tried to put their spin on the narrative, and I think one creator that does it insanely well is Fazimitator. There are 5 separate videos going through each animatronic and their own testing phases. As always, I'm J Studios, and let's get into tape number 1. Tape number 1, Fazbear Entertainment Video Manual. Tape number 1 deals with the face of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and the main mascot of the band, Freddy Fazbear. This video is designed to guide employees on how to properly take off Freddy's costume and clean him. The video opens with a Fazbear Entertainment production logo, and the tape begins.
Welcome to the Fazbear Entertainment Maintenance Video Manual. This tape will cover how to clean out your state-of-the-art animatronic characters. Each animatronic has the same cleaning procedures.
Same procedures for each animatronic performer. You're not responsible for any form of damage caused to the animatronics. If something happens, it's coming out of your pockets. The first instruction is to press the red colored button on the back of Freddy's costume. Secondly, you need to press another similarly colored button on the back of Freddy's mask. Then remove the upper jaw, faceplate, and his plastic teeth. Then, to remove the lower jaw, exposing his endoskeleton head. Step 3 has you pressing down on both Freddy's shoulder joints and removing the entirety of both arms from the animatronic. And the final step is to remove the torso piece. But after removing that, something within the suit is stained on the endoskeleton and is blurred out. The tape then glitches out and states,
Climb inside the torso and accept your death.
I still remember. But I don't want to. The scary man hurt me. Why? I want to see my mommy. I want to go home. I want to see the sky and feel the ground. The bad man put me here. Look. Then, Freddy lifts up his face mask to reveal what I can only assume to be the head of the murdered victim. Then, cutting to a prohibited warning flashing upon the screen, stating,
Viewing of this tape is prohibited. Discard it immediately. Viewing of this tape is prohibited. Discard it immediately. Viewing of the
Tape number 2, Bonnie Joint Movement Testing. One commonality between each tape is the same company alias shown at the start of each tape, which again is the Fazbear Entertainment production and its logo with the company mascot, Freddy Fazbear. Tape 2 opens with the text stating the same name as the title, Bonnie Joint Movement Test, with the copyright holder Fazbear Entertainment at the bottom right corner. The first test is the Arms of Bonnie animatronic. which seems to be working as intended. Section 2 is testing the finger joints of the body animatronic. Which again, seem to be working properly. But before we move on to the next section, I want you to take a look at the background. Yeah, I noticed it too. As you can see, Foxy, or at least the animatronic and his mask, is staring directly at the camera. Now, I do not know if the creator intended to make Foxy stare at us for some reason, but one thing is confirmed, that it is eerie, seeing the blacked out pupils locked onto me. Section 3 is the animatronic legs movement cycle. Which seem to move as intended. Section 4 is where things take a turn for the absolute worst. Because instead of Bonnie moving his ears, he instead moves his eyes, locking eye contact onto the camera, similar to how Foxy did earlier in the tape. Section 5 was supposed to be the eye section, and we are shown the body animatronic as you've seen in the previous sections, but the background is completely dark, and so are his eyes. If you slow down the footage or pause it just on the right frame, you can see text on the left side of the screen, and it's from Bonnie directly, asking, "Where am I?" It then blacks out to section 6, the jaw section, but Bonnie has completely disappeared from the room, but only momentarily. All of a sudden, the power to the building shuts down manually, like someone or something shut it down, and we see Bonnie peering through. Then his eyes light up, then he disappears, and reappears to attack the camera operator. After that, we then cut to a music box within a black void, with the puppet appearing floating over it. The puppet seems to be yelling or possibly summoning something within. And a bit later, we find out what they were summoning. As Golden Freddy leaps out of the box, swallowing the entire camera. Tape number 3. Sound response check. Tape 3 opens with a connecting loading screen, which we are connecting to a camera named Cam CTC. Once it uploads, we are shown a live camera broadcast within the animatronic Chica's head, where she just seems to be looking around, but eventually it flashes out and a young girl's picture shows up on the screen, who I can only assume to be the victim, who is murdered and stuffed inside of the Chica animatronic. The tape then connects to another camera within the pizzeria, where Chica appears on the camera, where she screams and then cuts the footage of someone within the FNAF 1 office, where a couple of seconds later, Chica shows up at the right door, but when they flash the light, she is not normal at all. Eventually, we get to the main point of the video, the sound response check simulation.
Please make sure the left and right speakers are correctly placed. If you are unsure, please refer to the booklet. Audio will play in 3 seconds. If Chica's responded correctly, she should be looking to the left. Audio will play in 3 seconds. If Chica's responded correctly, she should be looking to the right. Audio will play in 3 seconds. If Chica's responded correctly, she's... Uh-oh. Audio will play. This music makes me feel better. It makes me think about birds. I like birds. They are pretty. One time I saw a bird sleeping in the snow. That's what bad dreams are about. I feel like I'm sleeping in the snow and I can't get up. It's too cold for me to do that. Things don't breathe when they sleep in the snow. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
The very last scene is Chica malfunctioning and absolutely fucking losing it on the screen with the words, "I can't breathe," overlaid over snowy backgrounds, similar to her claim that she feels like a bird in the snow. Tape number 4. Pirate Cove, pre-show.
Warning. This video contains flashing lights, disturbing imagery, and loud noises. If you are sensitive to any of these, turn back now.
After the warning clears, we are greeted with Foxy within his cove. The scene seems like a cutaway between shows. Like the title says, it is the Pirate Cove pre-show. So it airs after Freddy and the gang perform, and before Foxy begins his performance. I'll play the clip considering you'll be wondering what it says, and because, well, it plays a lot in this video.
Hey there, Buccaneers. The Pirate Cove show is beginning in about 3 sailor minutes. In your lingo, that would be 3 minutes. Shiver me timbers! 3 minutes! I better see some crew write the curtain, or I'ma toss Freddy and his merry band in Davy Jones's locker. Or worse. I'll start asking for raises. Yar, that's right. That got your attention. I'll see you landlubbers over there.
I will cut to the chase in this tape because it's pretty repetitive. After each rerun of the clip, there's a picture of 5 balloons similar to the happiest day. But as the clip continues, a balloon disappears within each cutaway, like the missing kids, each kid being murdered and stuffed away. But along with the balloons being removed, the clip keeps losing its quality, until we can barely make out what Foxy even says anymore. And once we get to the 6th rerun of the clip, another warning appears on the screen. But this time, it's a warning directly stating how we need to discard the tape and viewing of it is prohibited. It's as Fazbear Entertainment now knows about the distribution of these tapes, and they're actively trying to remove them from existing. After we leave the warning, we see the last balloon disappear, and William Afton appears, within his Spring Bonnie yellow bunny suit, wondering,
What's the matter, Foxy? I thought you wanted an audio.
to then show Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica spazzing out on the screen with the words, "Go, go, go," overlaid over the animatronics, directly connecting this video to the Foxy Go 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 minigame from Five Nights 2. We then cut to Foxy in a dark room, or the fucking void, with Golden Freddy hanging himself in front of him. And then he eventually stops squirming, and we can only assume he's either deceased or moved on to the afterlife. Tape number 5. Non-existent video. The 5th tape also correlates with the last tape, consisting of the warning on the screen stating the exact same thing. But then a third-party entity joins the tape, and this anomaly is none other than the puppet, or Charlie, stating that,
But you will watch. You have to.
as the tape begins, we are greeted with voice acting, presumably a Fazbear employee.
Why hello there, Fredbear employee, and welcome to the Springlock costume instruction tape. This tape will teach you how to successfully put a Springlock suit into performer mode and safely put the suit on. What is a Springlock suit, you may ask?
We then are shown exactly what a Springlock suit is, and are shown the animatronic performer, Spring Bonnie. We then go through the procedure on how to take apart the suit, saying to remove the hands, mask, and eyes. Then remove the chest and legs. We then use a tool provided to us by Fazbear Entertainment called a hand crank, designed to wind and unwind the Springlocks. And then we are told to slip into the wound endoskeleton and put back on the fabric layering. We then are given a list of hazardous environmental dangers that could cause the Springlocks to lock in and enclose us within, such as rust, dripping water, faulty suit, or a sudden large force. And then we are given specific instructions on how to properly deal with in an event of a Springlock failure.
Do not scream. Stay as calm as you can. Seek help. And get a co-worker to loosen the Springlocks. Remember to stay safe and enjoy your time working at Fredbear's Family Diner. We hope to see you again soon.
We then cut away to a live recorded performance of both Fredbear and Spring Bonnie in non-performer mode. We then are shown a cutaway with a picture of a Springlock suit and the text on the screen answering the question of,
what is a Springlock suit? A Springlock suit doubles as both animatronic suit and wearable costume. This method is much more cost efficient than using separate suits and will help eliminate any visual differences of the suits that break in immersion. The costume can switch between suit mode and costume mode by twisting the hand crank on the back of the torso. The Springlocks separate the endoskeleton from the suit itself, allowing the skeleton to be resolved so the mascot actor can climb inside with ease. A well-assembled suit has little to no safety risks, but in the case of a faulty costume, you can simply send it back for us to review.
and after that cutaway we are shown a picture of a child. To skip a long explanation, this child is the bite victim. And then we are shown Fredbear's head with a decent amount of blood on it, and as he gets closer and closer to the screen, text overlays on the screen repeatedly, stating, "I bit someone." And after that, we are shown a scene of what Fungi saw on night 4 in Five Nights 1.
4 tapes hidden inside their empty heads. Freddy ripped apart with a smile, Bonnie dancing in the dark, Chica in her wonderful song, and Foxy meets the happy man. You are gifted. You found the 5th.
That 5th being Golden Freddy. I won't speak over this part. I will just let it play and speak for itself.
there was that time where I got stuck in a washing machine and Fred had to cut a hole in it to get me out.
You know, you still haven't given me a proper explanation
This is the puppet, or Charlie Emily, directly contacting Michael Afton through these tapes, saying how he can save everyone, and how, if he does, his brother will forgive him, and how she has already forgave him. He is good. Just let them rest for all the rest of eternity.